Pioneer Field Agronomist Scott Eversgerd with this week's weekly agronomy message. One of the biggest questions I've been getting for the past week is around flooding injury to crops and how long they can survive. In general, what we say is around 2 to 3 days of being completely submerged. After that, especially with the warmer temperatures we're getting now, crops really struggle to recover from any injury like that. Soybeans typically recover better, but corn after about a V6 can withstand it pretty well. Prior to V6, much more than a couple days, is really going to struggle to recover. Also, with the recent heavy rains, a lot of soybean fields, looking at soybeans, not necessarily crusting, but really seeing just some, with the driving rains of last weekend, really seeing ground and just get packed down and hard, and beans just really struggling to get out of there. Have seen some fields that have managed to establish a stand through that. So again, have a little patience. In a lot of cases, it's too wet to do anything anyway. But some of those beans are making it, some aren't. So just keep an eye on them and then more or less be looking for that growth, and hopefully they're getting out of the ground. Also, from a corn standpoint, as many of you have noticed, the corn has kind of reached that what we call that grand growth stage. And a lot of this late April, early May corn has really taken off. And keep in mind, over the next few weeks, this corn is going to grow very, very fast. With that fast growth, begins to get us into that brittle snap window that corn can get into. So with some heavy winds that may come over the next 2 to 3 weeks, there will be the potential for brittle snap in this corn, with the most vulnerable week really being right around that week prior to pollination, prior to tasseling, is really the most vulnerable time period. From a wheat standpoint, looks like a lot of the wheat may cut toward the middle of the end of the week. At least try it. I know in the south, guys stabbed into it a little bit. Wheat's still carrying quite a bit of moisture. But again, one of the best ways to try and protect the test weight that's out there is go ahead and harvest at a higher moisture, something maybe just under 20, and then throw it through a dryer and artificially dry it. Will be the best way to protect test weight. As we know, once the wheat gets ripe and gets any kind of rainfall at all, the test weight can drop very, very quickly. As always, if you have any questions, please contact your local Pioneer sales rep. Thanks.